Cowboy's looking mighty strong at the moment.
That is true, and I mean, honestly, it is so hard to even understand exactly what the situation was from that last match. It was just
I can tell you what the situation was, Evan.
Shout out to Mr. Aquaman actually making that sound.
Dude, so that was literally what I was thinking about, was the meme, the GIF, whatever you want to call it, from CEO with Mr. Aquaman sitting in the front row.
Right. We need him here. Come back, Mr.
Wait
Aquaman.
a second.
Bring me
So
more minutes.
I find this very interesting. Against basics, he picked Aquaman, but against Sicarios, he's actually going with Fate.
Maybe he out-tried and rushed himself. Maybe he's just like, I can't do it anymore.
He's all tuckered out, poor little guy.
Yeah. No, there must be some reasoning to this, but I don't know what it is. Cowboy, though, was the first hit. And now the big issue here in this matchup is going to be the fact that Black Adam has such great aerial mobility and such great zoning himself. The thing about his zoning is he generally doesn't keep people out 100% with his zoning, but if you trade with another zoner, it's almost always in his favor.
Especially Black Magic, because he can dash up, he can knock you down. If the trade is, honestly, if it's deep enough, right? If he gets hit early in the Black Magic cast, he can actually still combo with the low lightning.
Right. But you know what? We're really not seeing too much of that right now. Cowboy totally taking control of this space and just everything, this match.
Oh, but this is gonna hurt mucho. That means big.
Yeah, mucho means big. You're great at Spanish.
It just means more. I'm sorry. I don't know what I don't know what I was trying to go with there. Oh, misspaced.
Wait, no, it doesn't mean more. Moss means more. Mucho means much. Let's just stop.
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry. I failed. I was trying to, cause Dab does that to me a lot, right? He'll like say stuff like that, and I'm just like, oh, wait, I have to look it up. So I was trying to be like Dab, and I failed. I apologize, guys. It won't happen again.
The only person in all of Los Angeles to not know a rudimentary amount of Spanish.
I know. I knew it. I was close, though.
It was close. It was close. Like this match is. Honestly, it's a lot closer than it looks just because of the damage from Black Adam potentially. But wow, we're seeing actually corner rush down. The usage of that amazing jump 3. And
the orb is going to get him. WoundCowboy up 1-0 with El Doctoro Fate.
No, don't even try.
Okay.
Let's just.
No, you're right. You're right.
Skip past this whole thing. Although, you know, speaking of this, we did commentate the Latin American North Injustice Pro Series yesterday, and we did see Dr. Fate there too.
So remember when I was like, oh man, Dr. Fate loses? I've seen Dr. Fate get mauled by Adam. I also forgot whose Fate I was watching, and Cowboy. I mean, if anyone was gonna do it, it was probably gonna be Cowboy, right? And to go back to what Pig of the Hut said, you know, a couple weeks ago, was that he feels that Fate is a good character, and I agree with him. It's just going to take a little bit of time for him to really get there. And so far, I think Cowboy's kind of showing off a little bit of that, but I still think there's more potential for this character that we're not seeing.
It's true, and honestly, even that we have been seeing, over the past few weeks, we've seen a lot of Dr. Fates do better and better. I mean, we've seen Peanut, we've seen Cowboy, and they are beating a lot of matchups that were originally considered near unwinnable.
Oh, that was such a smart rollout. He actually avoided the combo.
But yeah, but they're showing that these matchups are far from unwinnable. Dr. Fate has some great tools. Like, for instance, that is one of the... Honestly, if he didn't have that, he would be pretty bad. But that makes everything good in his favor. The fact that he's a 9-frame advancing mid that he can cancel into the safe glyph, he can wake up with glyph, he can down one glyph, everything into glyph.
He's not helpless by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, no. And right now, ooh, getting close to chipping out. All right, and that's going to just about even up, actually literally even it up. Of course, it is worth mentioning that Dr. Fate technically has more life than Black Adam, but there's not just life in the equation.
200 technically.
There's also defense, which it gives you effective life.
Yep.
Now,
so I mean, you could have...
So in fact, is Black Adam actually has one of the lowest effective lives in the game, but it's like an 8-way tie.
Right. That's a lot of ways.
That is a lot of ways. But right now he can't get in. It means he's taking all that little bit extra damage from every single projectile he gets hit by, which is a lot when Dr. Fate is traded up.
You cannot kill Fate.
I'll show you the wizard's power.
Okay. He'll show him the wizard's power. He didn't say he would.
Yeah, he's like, you might be right, but I'm going to show you some stuff. This is actually a very magical
you want to buy
fight.
some? You want to buy some pyramids?
Whoa, whoa, what? No, these two are some of the strongest magical characters.
Yeah. Ooh, Cowboy 2 up now against Sicarios, showing that he can not only beat Black Adam with Aquaman, but also Dr. Fate.
Yeah, I really want to know why he chose Fate against one person and Aquaman against the other.
Maybe they've played before. Maybe he thinks he's actually weaker to Aquaman than Fate. Honestly, it's something we're gonna have to ask him after the cast, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But I do want to know why specifically. Maybe he was just feeling the Fishman that particular set, and I mean, yeah, it was obvious. But
yeah. I mean, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes, even if you're better with the character, suddenly you're just in the mode of the other character, and it just works out. But
did he just get first hit with a down 3?
Yes, actually, which is something you almost never see at the start of the game. But it works if somebody's trying to respect your overhead. Wow, what is going on? There's so many whiffs happening. Nobody is hitting each other.
Tech.
Very nice tech.
Throws the drone. Oh man, I missed with this unblockable. Okay, he's gonna get a little conversion. The most important thing is he now. Oh no! I was gonna say he has Dr. Fate in the corner, but now okay, he jumps out. Jumps back in. Oh, that was so sick! That was so cool. That conversion with the orb and the straight shot.
Yeah. It's so cool seeing. I mean, there have always been characters in NRS games that have something similar to that orb, namely Reptile. Namely Reptile, honestly, and it's always so fun seeing somebody convert into those. Oh, and that is huge damage. Already 600, looking for the comeback.
And if anyone is going to be able to do it, it's going to be Adam with his increasingly disgusting damage every time he touches you.
But he's getting hit by a lot of projectiles, and they're really chipping away at his life.
That's not a projectile, that's a car.
When you're that strong, anything's a projectile.
Blocking, and all of this is in Cowboy's favor, except for that was not.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the chip, all the trades, that was all in Cowboy's favor. Is now he's finally on a second life bar, and 1 game away from moving into the losers final, and he wakes up with a straight ball.
What? Just do it, whatever works.
Superman would disagree.
Ooh. Why you gotta bring Superman into this, Black Adam?
I don't know, maybe
you're already top
the
tier.
Storyline is pretty much almost exclusively about him.
That is true. Oh, and he is going to have to work so hard to avoid this little bit of chip.
He still technically could. The air-to-air doesn't, and that is it. WoundCowboy 3-0 over Kinetic Sicarios.
And a very smart call at the end. He air-to-aired him. Could have got the conversion, but that would have allowed Sicarios to clash.
Yep.
So instead, just getting that meaty slow ball on his wake up, guaranteeing the chip for the win.
He was like, nah.
That means that Cowboy is going to be moving on into our losers finals. He'll be playing against the loser of Krusty and Dab.
So we are now, ladies and gents, at our final. This right here, this was such a sick conversion. And it did a decent amount of damage too.
It did.
Oh man, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at our final 3 for the San Francisco region for week 4, and it's going to be Krusty versus Hara's Dab in the winner side of things, and then Cowboy chilling, waiting in that shark pool right below